So welcome to the second part on aptitude tutorial on HCF and LCM. I have made another video on HCF and LCM discussing the basics. You can check out the link in the description for that video. In this video I will discuss few more problems on HCF and LCM. So let's look at the first problem. Here we have been given this and we have to reduce this to its lowest terms. So when you have to reduce this type of large number to its lowest terms, what you can do is you can find out the HCF of them, of these numbers. So HCF will be the largest number that exactly divides both of them. So in this way you can reduce it. So let's find out the HCF. For finding out the HCF, we have to divide the larger number by the smaller number. So we have here 73 will bring this 1095 here, and so we have here, so this one comes to 36 5 73 5s are 365. So 73 is the HCF of 1095 and 1168. So we can see that on dividing 1095 by 73 we get the result as 15. So on dividing 1095 by 73 we have here 15. So numerator comes to 15, and by looking at these options you can guess that only one option has 15. So this will be the correct answer. So in this way you can save time in aptitude exam. Now let's come to the next problem. The problem states that two numbers are in the ratio of 15:11. HCF of the numbers is 13. So we have to find the numbers. So as we have seen in the last problem that HCF is the highest number that exactly divides the given numbers. So since we are given in this problem that the ratio is 15:11, that means the number was reduced like this and we got the result as 15/11. So what we can do is to find out the numbers, we can just multiply 15 into the HCF. 15, so multiply this 15 with 13 and 11 with 13 to get the result. So we have here 150 plus 45, 195 and 143. So the numbers are 195 and 143. Now let's move on to the next problem. LCM of two numbers is given as 48 and they are in the ratio of 2:3. We have to find out the sum of the numbers. So for finding out the sum we need to first find out the numbers. So since the ratio are given as 2:3, we can take the numbers as 2x and 3x. Now what will be their LCM? Their LCM will be 6x, not 6x square. So 6x, so 6x will be equal to 48, since 48 is given as the LCM of two numbers and we have found out the LCM as 6x. So x will be equal to 8. So the numbers will be 2x, that is 2 into 8 equals 16, and 3x, that is 3 into 8 will be equal to 24. So their sum will be 40. So this will be the answer. Now let's move on to the next problem. We have to find out the least perfect square that is divisible by 16, 20 and 24. So in order to find out the least perfect square, so this has to be the multiple of 16, 24 and 20 in order to be divisible by all of them. So we have to find out the LCM in this case. So we have 16 equals 2 to the power 4. For 20 we have 4 into 5 equals 2 square into 5. For 24 we have 8 multiplied by 3, that means 2 cube multiplied by 3. So LCM will be equal to, we will take the highest power from here, that is 2 to the power 4. For 5 we have maximum power of 5 to the power 1, so 5 to the power 1, and for 3 we have only 3 to the power 1. So we can see here that two pairs of 2 exist, that is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. For 5 we have only 1 5, and for 3 we have only 1 3. So what we need to do is we need to multiply another 5 to make this a perfect square, and another 3 to make this a perfect square. So now this number is a perfect square. This will be the least perfect square, that will be divisible by 16, 20 and 24. So we have here 2 to the power 4, that means 16 multiplied by 25 multiplied by 9. So we have to multiply 225 by 16. So we have here 1 0 and 2 2 5. So that comes to 3600. So this is the result. So this is an interesting sum where you need to figure out that you have to find out the LCM, and just you have to multiply with those numbers which doesn't exist in pairs, and that will give you the least perfect square. Now let's move on to the next problem. We have to find out the smallest 5-digit number that exactly divides, that is exactly divisible by 16, 24, 36 and 54. Again we can see that we have to find out the LCM of these numbers, and LCM of these numbers have to divide the smallest 5-digit number, and that remainder we get, we have to adjust with this smallest 5-digit number. At first let's write down the smallest 5-digit number, that is 10,000, and then we will find out the LCM of 16, 24, 36 and 54. 16 we have 2 to the power 4. For 24 we have 2 cube into 3. For 36 we have 2 square multiplied by 3 square. For 54 we have 9 multiplied by 6, so that comes to 3 square, because 6 equals 2 into 3, so we have 3 square multiplied by 2. So we will take LCM equals, highest power of 2 is 2 to the power 4. For 3 we have maximum power of 3 cube, so this will be the LCM. Now we have 16 multiplied by 27, that comes to 432. Now we have to divide 10,000 by 432. So we have here, let's take by 2, so we have 864. So remainder is 136, and we will bring down this 0, and again multiplied by 3, we have 1296. So remainder is 64. Now we have to find out the smallest 5-digit number that is exactly divisible by this number. So if we subtract this number from 10,000, that will be divisible by these numbers, but the number will become a 4-digit number. So in order to make this get 5-digit number, what we have to do is this 64 is we have to subtract from 432. So we get the result as 368. Now if we add 368 with this 10,000, then we will get the smallest 5-digit number that is divisible by exactly divisible by 16, 24, 36 and 54. So thank you for watching this video. I hope now you have got the understanding of HCF and LCM.